Welcome to my world, where you will experience an atmosphere of love, relevant subjects, and motivation. So let's talk about things that matter. What matters to you matters to me. Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am so happy that you have tuned in today. Today I want to talk to you about a series called Victim Mentality. Today we will go into part one. What is victim mentality? And why do people have it? I think we all can say that we have had victim mentality, and for many of us it was a very unpleasant experience. I will be coming to you for the next several weeks to discuss my experiences. They may be different than yours, but I'm going to discuss my experiences. I may not know or cover every detail in regards to this subject, so please forgive me if I fail to address something in these sessions, but I believe that what I will talk about, we will cover much ground. So let's dive into it. One thing that I've discovered about humanity as a whole is that there are things we do have in common, but there are also things we don't have in common. What I can say with complete assurance and confidence is that all of us, yes, all of us, have victimization in common. We have all been hurt and victimized by someone or something. Have you? One thing or one reason why I felt so compelled to address this subject is to bring clarity to what victim mentality really is. What if I told you that many people who have it are not even aware that they do? There are also those who do have it, and for whatever reason, maybe reasons unknown to me, they are comfortable with it. So let's start out with this. What exactly is victim mentality? Well, according to Wikipedia, victim mentality is an acquired personality trait in which a person tends to recognize or consider themselves as a victim of the negative actions of others, and to behave as if this were the case in the face of contrary evidence of such circumstances. What you need to understand today is that victim mentality, as many of us know, is a very lonely, dark, and I know this because I had a victim mentality or mindset at one time. My mentality, which is another word for the attitude of the mind, or my way of thinking, was always filtered through victimization or what happened to me. And with having this mindset, this is the mentality I had. And also, I think this is very common among many people. Also being trapped in the state of victimization, it not only created negativity in my own life, but what I created, I ended up manifesting or expressing that. I always viewed myself as a victim in every circumstances, and I'm not even exaggerating. Do you know someone like that? Once again, here are some thoughts that I had when I was associated with victim mentality at one time. Number one, bad things will always happen to me. Number two, I viewed everyone as suspect, which is a strong mistrust. Didn't trust anyone and viewed everyone through the lens of my past hurt. Number three, I will never be good enough. Number four, I wonder if I will get hurt again. Number five, any effort in becoming better will only fail. Some may say, you sound so harsh and hard on yourself, Henry. Well, it's true. But this is what happens when you have a victim mentality or victim mindset. Do you see how powerful victim mentality is? It almost sounds like a pity party, doesn't it? I didn't even realize how toxic it was and how damaging it made me as a person. And more importantly, I didn't even realize I had it. What does victim mentality look like? Some people don't know what it looks like, so let me discuss with you what it looks like. I think there are ways we can identify or spot victim mentality. Some may not know what it looks like, so let's talk about that, shall we? Number one, let's discuss the lack of accountability. Now, some may say, well, what does that mean? This simply means that everyone is to blame or it's never my fault. Basically making excuses for sometimes our poor behavior or our actions. Never avoid being responsible. Always take ownership, okay? Let me clarify this. This is not victim shaming or victim blaming. I am not even saying that the victim is making it up or deserve what they got. So don't misunderstand me, please. But what is unfair is to bleed on others who never initiated or caused the pain. Taking ownership simply means, yes, I am aware of what happened to me, but I'm neither defined by that, but I will never blame anyone or be irresponsible. Number two, the lack of searching for solutions. I believe it or not, some don't search for a positive solution, so it's better not to search at all, right? I mean, why even try? People who have victimization at times may show very little to no interest in making changes, so they reject the help of others. I know this from personal experience. We start to view everyone as our enemies, even those who do love us and those who may be trying to help us. Number three, lack of confidence. People who struggle with victim mentality much also struggle with their confidence. They just don't see themselves getting better. They're not optimistic at all. I get that. I understand that. I've been there. And this can make the feeling of victimization worse. They don't have confidence because oftentimes they don't even know where to start. I want confidence, but I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. Number four, emotions and self-negativity. There's a lot of anger and frustration within a person who has victim mentality. This leaves a person feeling like everyone is against them and a sense of hopelessness. Some are very negative about themselves. Therefore, it's manifested through their actions. It's obvious, right? It's an energy. You can almost feel it. These emotions weigh in very heavily on a person who is always playing the role of a victim. And that statement alone, I will elaborate more on the upcoming broadcast. because I believe that there is a difference between a person that's playing the victim and those who are actually victims of something. So here's my challenge today to all of you that are watching, to move beyond victim role to survivor role. This doesn't mean that you are in denial about what happened to you. It just means that you no longer live there. I refuse to be a victim of my past. I refuse to be held hostage by my past. So therefore, I want to encourage you to release yourself from the constant shame, the finger pointer, and all the pity parties that are associated with being a victim. You can do it. No matter how your victim mentality was developed. Maybe it was developed through or by means of child abuse, sexual abuse, psychological abuse. Realize that there is help. As we go to a close, we are still left with that question. Why do many people have it? I believe that there are 3 reasons why people have it. And can I tell you those reasons? Number 1 is power, because victimization is power. Number 2, attention. Sometimes the attention that it brings. And number 3, feeling love. Sometimes people just want love, affirmation, and acceptance, and to know that they're being heard. Playing victim overall does give you power because you have convinced yourself today that your life is so messed up and awful and that you're no good. But I am here to tell you the opposite today, that you are good and that you are powerful. And don't allow anyone to tell you any differently. Join me next week as we go into part 2. The subject of discussion will be, but you don't understand what I've been through, or you don't understand what they did to me. That's a common thing that's said by people who have the victim mentality mindset. See you there.
Hi, if you like what you're seeing today, be sure to connect with Brother Henry at www.facebook.com/The Brother Henry and You Show. And also be sure to check out and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/Henry Harris 100. We hope that this has been a blessing to you, and we hope to hear from you soon. Keep watching, because what matters to you matters to Brother Henry.